Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League Miami Muscle Beach Pro Bikini and Wellness results. Such a cool show, beautiful athletes, beautiful suits. Oh man, here we go. And as a reminder, there was another show this weekend, the Toronto Pro Super Show, a huge one. So I will be back with a recap of that as soon as I can. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, this is considered a Tier 4 contest. Winner qualifies for Olympia, 2nd through 5th receive the points, and at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 in the points all get to go to Olympia as well. So looking at Pro Wellness, the top 5. In first place was Giselle, 2nd, Julian, 3rd, Sheila, 4th, Kayla, and 5th, Raphael. So here's Raphael in 5th. I'm sure you'll recognize her. We've seen her a couple times before. She looks so consistently good. Really beautiful abs, great definition in her legs, especially by her knees. She's got a gorgeous shape to her quads. I think she's posing a tiny bit more to an angle than she was at the New York Pro, so you get to see a little bit more of her glute, and it's a really good thing, right? So you see a little bit more of the glute, and then it makes the hourglass even better, whereas at New York she was a little bit more straight on, certainly straight on to the photographer. So I really like the angle of her pose here. I think it looks fantastic. In terms of conditioning, I would like personally myself a little bit more detail in the abs and the legs, but I think she's pretty good. I really like her obliques. I think her shoulders look beautiful. The other thing is, in terms of the presentation, I myself prefer the more plain bikini, I guess you could say. I think the New York Pro, just the solid red, is really beautiful, particularly with that gorgeous lipstick. And I'm still not crazy about her shoes, but that's just me. I like the more traditional clear heel. I think she looks fantastic. I'm super excited to see her again in the top 5, and I think she did amazing. All right, so here's Kayla in 4th place. Wow, she looks super buff, really muscular. Her lats are incredible. Amazing delts, really quite spectacular. She's really very well developed in upper body and lower body. I think her quads are massive. I really like that she's got this curve on the back leg. Her calves look great. Beautiful shape to her hamstring and her glute. But man, oh man, so much size and bulk in her upper body. I think it looks really good. The suit color is beautiful. I do think that somehow she could try to pull her chest up and try to just make her waist look even smaller by really sucking it in and really twisting that upper body. But I think she looks fantastic, great definition, great size, great shape. All right, Sheila in 3rd. Oh man. Okay, so another beautiful suit. See, the green tones are really doing it this show. Looks beautiful. I think Sheila has the best conditioning of the entire lineup. You see so much detail in her legs. Just fabulous. I love all of the shapes that you get to see in her quad muscles. Now, whether or not that's what they want in wellness, that's kind of, I mean, she's in 3rd place, so obviously it's not hurting her, but she definitely has the most detail front and back of her body. I like it. I think this pose really makes her shoulders look beautiful, even better than they did at the Warrior Classic. Just a gorgeous round shape. She looks muscular. She looks lean. She looks very beautiful shape to her glute, nice small waist. I wouldn't mind if she could have a little bit more of the 6-pack showing, but I mean, my gosh, she's got so much detail everywhere else. I really like it. Beautiful makeup, beautiful hair, fabulous. Okay, Judean in 2nd place, looking beautiful. And you know what I noticed first were her shoulders. I think her shoulders look incredible, even better than they did at the New York Pro. Like, look at how round and full this shoulder is compared to this one. And then look at how, like, it's just going so high. It's just amazing, even compared to here. So her upper body looks awesome. Her lat looks super puffed up. Great detail in her oblique, and man, she's got a gorgeous hourglass shape. really, she looks great from top to bottom. Beautiful hamstring. I love that detail you're seeing a little bit in this back leg here. She looks really fabulous. I do still think that the arm is coming out a little bit too far. I'd love if it was a bit more relaxed. But otherwise, I think she looks really awesome. Okay, and now in first place is Giselle. Oh man, she looks so beautiful. She just looks natural and healthy. She's not contorting herself in any way. She just looks so beautiful, and her hourglass looks awesome. Her leg looks amazing, so curvaceous, beautiful shape to the glute, a nice little dip here, and then a gorgeous round hamstring. Oh, just a fabulous silhouette. I love her abs. She's got the best abs on the whole stage. I think her conditioning is really nice. She's not the hardest of all of this top 5, but you still see some nice separation between the quad and the hamstring. You've got that beautiful shape above her knee. Her calves look fabulous. Nice roundness and shape in her arms. I just think she nailed it. And then her hair is beautiful. It's got that soft curly wave, but it's off the shoulders, so we really see her broadness up top and the balance with the lower body. And the green suit, I love it. That's so good. It looks just fabulous on her. So a really tremendous first place. Okay, so in terms of the lineup, here's everybody side by side. First thing I noticed was Raphael and Sheila, I think, are a little bit too sideways. I think they could twist just a tiny bit so we see a tiny bit more of their belly buttons, and then they'd be a little bit more similar to the middle 3 that you see there. I think it just shows off more of the upper body. You see both shoulders better that way. However, man, these are some great lower bodies. The glutes on these women are fabulous. Raphael has a gorgeous round shape. Sheila's conditioning is insane. So much detail. I love everything you're seeing in her hip, the detail in her back leg. Just awesome. I'm really noticing Judean's shoulder in this photo. I think it looks really nice, very well defined. Kayla, I think maybe you know what you can see what I mean about she could try to twist a little bit to make her waist look smaller. Giselle, her abs look so good. She looks so small in the midsection, so beautifully poised and confident, and she's just kind of shining right there in the middle. So I think everybody looks beautiful, but Giselle just really looks beautiful. From behind, oh man, Kayla's hair looked so cool. I was not expecting the red. Very, very awesome. I think Giselle nailed it with the length of her hair. It allows you to see her waist. It also allows you to see this detail in her shoulder, which I think looks really good. The other girls have a lot more thickness kind of covering up their backs. I think Giselle really nailed it. In terms of the glutes, wow, everybody looks amazing. Sheila's glute ham tie-ins are so well defined. Same with her hamstrings. I think Judean has really good definition in her hamstrings as well. I think Kayla could have had a little bit more definition, honestly, to show off the glute ham tie-ins. And somehow to me in this photo, Raphael's glutes, maybe it's the suit or maybe it's just the angle of the photographer, but I feel like this one looks higher than this one. Perhaps it's where she's having her feet. I'm not sure. Giselle has a really nice rounded shape on the top, super straight and firm on the sides. And then she's got a softness to her definition, but you still see the glute ham tie-ins and you still see a really nice outline of her hamstrings, and you got a gorgeous rounded shape. And then I just think her hourglass looks really good. And I think the hair is a big contributor to that, because you really see how wide she is up top and how narrow she comes in. So I think it was beautiful. Everybody looked fantastic. So good. Okay, so Giselle was already qualified. Judean gets 4 more points. Sheila gets 3 more. Kayla gets 2. And Raphael gets 1 more. Okay, moving on to Pro Bikini. In first place, Sierra. Second, Erin. Third, Liana. Fourth, Gabriella. And fifth, Shelby. So here's Shelby in 5th. It's so nice to see her again. We haven't seen her in the top 5 yet this qualification period. And here she is looking so pretty. The suit, the pink is just gorgeous. It's just so girly. Her makeup has some pink in it. And oh, she looks so pretty. It's the best word to describe it. I love it. It looks really great. I think her conditioning is nice. She's got that beautiful line in her oblique. A little bit of detail in her quad, but not too much. I wouldn't mind if it honestly was a little bit more, that line running down the leg could be a little bit sharper. But overall, I think she looks really lovely. Nice shoulders, nice round shape to her delts here. Beautiful, long, lean legs. I do find that Shelby could have a little bit more curve, to the top of her quad. I think she could definitely have a little bit more lat. But overall, I think she looks really lovely. She just looks very healthy and sweet and gorgeous. So a beautiful 5th place. Wow. Okay, so Gabriella in 4th. See this lat? Holy smokes. By having it out like that, whether she's flaring it or just in the curve of her back or whatever she's doing, it is creating such a crazy hourglass. Like, oh my gosh, incredible. She looks so good. Her shoulders are amazing. The abs are super tiny. Her waist is tiny. Beautiful, sharp oblique, smooth, flat stomach, and her glute is so high and beautifully rounded. Just a gorgeous shape. She's got that nice definition coming down the side of her leg. Like, she looks so curvy, but man, that hourglass is crazy. I really like her shape. A beautiful 4th place. Okay, Liana in 3rd, a completely different shape than Gabriella. She looks, it's not as crazy of a contorted shape, but still very beautiful hourglass, nice balance between top and bottom. I think you really notice how well her shoulders align with her glutes. She's got a super well-developed leg. I think both her quads have a nice shape and her hamstrings. Really gorgeous curve here on both legs. Nice detail, nice conditioning. She's got the line. She's got some good abs, right? You've got the 6-pack. You've got the oblique. She just looks really, really nice. Very lovely. Very polished. Very poised. Great hourglass. Nice conditioning. So top to bottom, really good. Okay, 2nd place, Erin. Another top 5 finish for her. I just love seeing Erin doing bikini. She looks so good. And what I notice in this picture, again, is the hourglass shape. It's really noticeable. You just see this broad upper body, her ridiculously tiny waist, and then a huge curve to her glute. Gorgeous size in her legs. She's got nice conditioning, so you've got the line coming up. You've got a bit of detail in the curve of her back leg. But man, her upper body looks so good. Her waist is so small. Like, I think her hourglass really stands out, even on the stage in this lineup. The suit is beautiful. The makeup is perfect. Her conditioning is fabulous. I think she just looks amazing. All right, and now in 1st place is Sierra. Loving this green suit. It's so good. I like the hair coming over her forehead a little bit. It's very kind of soft and romantic. It's just beautiful. She also has a lot of muscle. Her upper body is very broad. Lots of development in her shoulders. I think her delts look really good, and a nice curve in the muscles in her arms as well. Beautiful lat. Tiny waist, nice full round glute, and she's got that beautiful dip here, really showcasing her hip. Like, man, nobody else really has this detail here, and I think it looks really good. Great detail in her quads, both the front leg and the back leg. She's posing beautifully as well. You're seeing a nice amount of her front, her belly button, but she's still got that great hourglass shape. I think she just looks really beautiful. She, like, when you compare her now to the San Antonio, the posing is just perfect. She looks relaxed. She looks super confident, and I think she nailed it. Okay, so everybody side by side. I am noticing Gabriella's crazy hourglass shape with those amazing lats. I notice Erin's tiny waist. I noticed Sierra's hip and that beautiful detail on her glute and coming down her quad. I noticed Leanna's abs and her shoulders look really nice as well, really beautifully rounded. Shelby, I noticed her long, lean legs. I do think she could be standing a little bit less straight on. I think she could have a bit more of an angle. But man, isn't this beautiful? Everybody has something so special about them. Okay, now from behind, I feel like Erin is somehow standing too straight. Whether she needs to have her legs a little bit further apart from each other or more turnout, I'm not sure. But somehow she doesn't have the quad sweep like you see on Sierra beside her. She looks a lot more just straight, whereas Sierra looks a lot more like an X. Sierra's really nailing it. I think her hamstrings have beautiful definition. She's got a gorgeous amount of curve and sweep to her quads. Her waist looks nice and small, but man, her upper body looks so broad. Like, she looks massive up top compared to even Erin beside her. Everybody looks really good, but Sierra, I think, is by far showing that hourglass shape the best with her posing from behind. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Sierra is qualified already. Erin gets 4 more points. Gabriella gets 2 more points. Leanna gets 3 more points. And Shelby gets 1. So, again, I've got one more recap from the weekend coming your way, the Toronto Pro. And there are 5 shows this weekend, you guys. The Omaha Pro, NorCal, Mile High, DC, and Clash of the Titans. Good grief. It is going to be an exciting weekend. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of those recaps. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with your thoughts on these top 5s. And come and find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.